We live here with mixed feelings. One, pride in the team called Rangers, that we've been told, and we all agree, resonates with the very fabric of who we are. Built on the melting emotions and pains of the Civil War. Designed by those who contemplated it to essentially lift our spirit back. We saw resilience, perseverance, strength of will against all adversity. What they achieved and what they still achieve and what they continue to do is a true characterization of who we are as Igbo people. It resonates with our strength of character, our perseverance. It resonates with the 20 pounds that we all got after the war. But speaks to the biggest concentration of middle-class economy across any ethnic group you can find in Africa today. It resonates with the will to refine crude oil during the war in Enugu here and drove the war effort. It resonates with our young engineers who took over abandoned civilian aircrafts at the Enugu airport and sustained the war effort. It speaks in no small measure to the will of the people who developed Docu, a guided missile, and delivered it. It speaks to the people who their spirits say never say die, but they don't ever die. But what it derogates from is a handful of our brothers who seek to avoid hard work, the perseverance of Rangers, who defraud other people and come home for us to celebrate them. I listened to Chairman President Emmanuel Okara, people who fought wars in the game of play because they got free. People who left lucrative payments in other club sites because of what it represents for them. This is devoid of the intentions to kidnap anybody for money that we see today. This is devoid of an attempt to dupe our brothers, covetousness, evil. That the same people who once made all the success they did with Rangers now insult to. It beats every imagination that in 2025, the people of this region will seek to celebrate and eulogize people whose source of wealth nobody can account for. That's what is encouraging the level of decay we now find. That decay that Chairman recently didn't have, that Emmanuel Okara didn't have, that Madam Ranger sacrificed everything to encourage them to achieve greatness. So we must go back to those values. I believe in Biafra. I do. But I believe in economic Biafra. Not the Biafra that you carry arms. Not the Biafra that you attack your neighbor and friend. Not the Biafra that is clueless and has no dimension and direction. That's not the Biafra I believe in. I believe in Biafra that will encourage economic integration of the southern Nigeria to create an economic hub. Make our region a bigger market. A market that will make it attractive for investors and financiers to put money in the economy. I'm happy that Commissioner for Transport is here. The last federal government administration amended the constitution. As sub-nationals, all states within the southeastern region can now consider and deliberate on rail transport. But as we know, the cost of rail investment is huge. And there is no single state, to the best of my knowledge, that possesses the reach in terms of spread and economic attraction for financiers to finance a rail line in any state. When you create a common market, it becomes more attractive. The same spirit of Rangers that gathered all of us together to fight and win can bring us together to begin to look at Zoom as a common market for investment. That's the Biafra I want us to go home with. And that is the Biafra I want us to remember Rangers for. And that is the Biafra that Rangers spirit should drive us to. So I want to thank Center for Memories. This is my first time of coming to events here. But I've heard a lot about Center for Memories from my friend back in Enugu. So I want to thank you on behalf of the grateful people. And I want to thank our friend and brother, the chairman of today's event, for the handsome support, financial support you committed to the work for the Center for Memories. Because I now said I will be unable to make an open support to Center for Memories. But you can take that for granted. I'll have a proper conversation with Patino. And I encourage all of us, those who are here, those who are connected from overseas, those watching us from all parts of the globe, to see Center for Memories as a reincarnation of Rangers, the same spirit that drove Rangers, because we need a structure that will create everything that represents us and everything that we are. Because if Rangers discipline themselves, discipline the anger from the war, and disappointed the temptations that will come with the spirit for vengeance, and channel it to productive victory, there is nothing we cannot do today. We are that part of the world that had the first indigenous university. How can we wake up decades later to say that anybody is marginalizing us? If anybody will marginalize anybody in this country, it's the Igbo people. But we had access to first education. The marginalization we suffer most times in our heads and our minds. We must liberate ourselves and do what God has given us talent to do, which is industry, which is hard work, which is honor and dignity in the work we do. So I thank all of you for participating in this premiere of Rangers history. And I encourage Center for Memories to keep at it in articulating constantly gatherings like this that will resonate with our entire fabric. God bless you all. I would like to take